Good morning. So we're just going to deal with an error that has come up now. Actually, it was inevitable we were going to have to deal with this at some point. So now we're going to deal with it, and we'll make sure that we understand what's going on. So basically, it's a good thing that things are always being updated and improved. All the versions of the tools that we're using. Thank you, Microsoft, for doing that. However, right, what's happened right now is we started this project, okay, that we're building, our catering management project, and a new update has come along in the meantime, right? So the student emailed because basically they're getting this message, okay? I just put it in a little screenshot here, right? So the NA Framework Tools version 7.0.10 is older than the runtime 7.0.11. So this is with SQLite in this case, right? And so we have different versions going on, and that's causing an error, right? So let me just bring that up. Of course, if you double click the project itself, opens the CS PROG file, and here we find all the different packages that have been installed. So you can see it right there, right? The SQLite has gone on to 7.0.11, and everything else in here right now, okay, by the way, some tools we install later on have a different numbering altogether. So don't always expect everything to have the same number, but all of these Microsoft ones usually are in a similar numbering arrangement, okay, and similar versions. All right, so we've got one outlier here. This is the newest version because it was installed after the project was created, or updated, I should say, after the project was created, updated and installed. Okay, so how do we fix this? Well, you could argue that the best thing would be to bring all of them up to the 7.0.11, and that's one option. Okay, and if you want to do that, by all means, go ahead. That's certainly not a bad idea. But if you're in a hurry, you just want to make sure that everything is running for now. 7.0.10 is what we started with. We could, as an option, roll this one back, right? And there's two ways to go about doing that, right? So let me just point out here under Tools, of course, we've done quite a bit of work so far with our NuGet Packages. We've seen there's the console, and then we also have this option here, which brings up this interactive tool, like a dialog box, so to speak, approach, right? So we could do it here as well. So here we see the install. Of course, here's where we'll come in sometimes browse for packages we want to install, right? So let's see, there's 5 updates. So we could just update everything else, okay, check them all off and update them. That's a quick and easy way. I could just select all packages, update all of them, and that way they'd all be on the 7.0.11. But just to show you, right, another option you have coming back here is I can select just the one, right? So you see it was installed with the latest stable. I'd have to check this off, and I could choose, no, I want to go back to the 7.0.10, right? And that's one way to go about it. So I could just click install here, and yes, I want to apply that right across, I accept, and away we go. And now they're all matching, right? And coming back to this, you see it's already updated this, so they're all the same at the 7.0.10. So that's the one approach. Maybe you could argue it's probably better to bring everything up to the 7.0.11, and by all means, I've showed you how you can quickly do that using the Manage NuGet Packages and Solution tool. Going to updates now, it says there's 6. We could select them all and update them this way, right? Yes, apply. Yes, I accept, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so no update showing. They're all installed now on the 7.0.11. So whether you want to go forward or back, I'll let you decide that yourself, okay? At this point, I could accept either one, to be perfectly honest with you. Just want to point out here in the Package Manager console, I didn't cover this earlier, but basically, although I think it was mentioned in a different course last term, we can always supply a version number. So I've updated my copy-paste file here, right? This is our step 1, the one that we started off with, right? So getting ready to use the SQLite database, okay, you could either just do this package. Now, if you don't specify a version, well, guess what happens? You always install the latest, okay? That's exactly what is going to happen. However, you can go -V as shown here, don't forget a space afterwards, and then put the version number you want, right? So if I wanted to, I could execute this command right now in the console, right? And that's going to roll it back, okay, that 1, right? And now we see we're back in that situation. So, by the way, if you do that a second time, right, notice it's a little different. It's restoring the package. It's not changing it, it's just restoring it. So it does do some work, okay? It doesn't just say, oh, it's already there. It actually makes sure it's restored, and away you go. Now, mind you, if I just do this, take the version number out, well, we should get the latest and greatest again, right? And there we are. So we're all back on 7.0.11. So as I said, I'll let you decide. I can accept 7.0.10 at this stage. I will probably update to the 7.0.11 in my own work going forward, right? So kind of neat to see how you can use this tool to get that done very quickly for all those packages, and away we go. All right, so hopefully this is a help to you. It's up to you which one you want to work with for now.